Good morning, Kansas City. This is New Day with SSJ. On Sports Radio 810 WHB, it's Wednesday, Hump Day, September 4th already. Time's flying by. It's still the year of our Lord 2024. I'm going to have to put in a request here. Sometimes I interfere in the music, and I'll say, hey, I want all Elvis today. This is the day that he passed away, or I want certain stuff for my mom. It's her birthday, or, different theme days, or if I'm in a mood.
Yeah, you won't be specific. You'll just say, hey, give me some of this.
I'll back off you, and, I give you, pretty much 90% control of the music. I handle the intros the same way because, look, I'm going to pretty much follow almost everything anyway, but then I like to hear your perspective on things, and it's a good refresher course right before the show starts. Like, oh yeah, that happened. I'm going to have to have you scale back on those baseball highlights here coming up. That puts me in a bad frame of mind right when I start.
I battle over it. I battle over it, but
it's
also,
fine. As long as it's losing streaks, we're going to have to make just a slight adjustment. Like tomorrow.
But that is the story right now.
Oh, I know it's the story, but it's just,
Right, tomorrow.
You don't want to repeatedly punch me in the balls right before the show starts. I feel like that.
Oh, I heard that's kind of good for you.
Somewhat takes the wind out of my sails.
Ball slapping.
Seen
those guys over in
that's
Singapore.
Different. I didn't say slapping. That's, some people pay high dollar for that. I'm not talking about that.
It's also good for your health.
But, no. You're like tomorrow, obviously, football, heavy football.
Oh, yeah.
Friday, heavy football.
Yeah.
So I feel like the next 2 days I'll be out of it. But
Monday will be heavy football. After week one.
Felt like
yeah. I mean, it's kind of what. It's kind of what's going on.
And look, hey.
Other teams are behind us are participating.
Okay, the Royals. Okay. We're gonna do this again, apparently.
Dig in.
I'm probably just doing it for myself.
Okay.
In the grand scheme of things, if we rewind to the off season, and I tell you, the day before the Chiefs kick off the regular season, the Royals are 75 and 65. They're a game out of second place in the division. And they are currently the third wild card team with a 4.5 game lead. Every single person in this town would have signed up for it readily. You'd have jumped at it.
Yes.
First of all, you'd have thought I was crazy because you'd have thought there's no way they go from 100-plus losses to 10 games above 500 in the first week of September with a 4.5 game lead for the last wild card spot. Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, terrific.
Yes, sir.
But then if I would have told you, yes, that's occurring while the Royals have lost 7 games in a row and Vinny Pasquantino just had surgery for his broken thumb. And the Royals, a week ago, were 3 innings from first place. They were. Remember that in Cleveland? They were,
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that my shouting in the car at Quick Trip?
Yeah.
Remember that?
I just had this conversation. That was Wednesday, right?
I was in the car.
Wednesday they tied it up.
Wednesday in the afternoon game, at Quick Trip, and
Yeah.
the Royals had the lead. And I was all, and I said, I don't want to drive and watch this. So I'm going to
Buckle in.
park here at Quick Trip, and
Have
I'm
everybody look
yelling
at
at
me.
my phone, and police officers looking at me. I'm thinking, I'm not, not doing anything crazy over here. I'm, I'm watching the Royals, and I'm yelling at the phone. So just, I bought gas. I got a little snack. I belong here. I'm acting like a wild man in my car, but
I have
so
a
what?
receipt. I can see
A week ago, they were a few innings away from first place. They haven't won since. And now they are 5.5 out of first. And so now when I phrase it that way, right, it doesn't feel as good. So I guess it's important to remember, hey, in the grand scheme of things, this is good. That the Royals have a playoff spot at the beginning of football season. But then you're quickly reminded this sucks because they've lost 7 in a row and they lost Vinny Pasquantino, and the offense is just dead. Just absolutely dead. And I hate to say, well, I don't hate to say this. Vinny Pasquantino was a big loss. But losing Vinny Pasquantino should not be reason enough for this offense just to fall off a cliff. Okay, that game that they lost in Cleveland, right? They lost that 7-5, right? That was 5 runs. The runs they have scored since then, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I mean, you're asking your starting pitchers and your bullpen to be almost perfect.
It's near impossible.
So basically, during this stretch, if the other team scores 3, game over. They lost that last game in Cleveland 7-5. Then they went to Houston, lost 6-3, 3-2, 5-2, 7-2. Now against Cleveland 4-2. 7-1. I mean, there you don't have to do mental gymnastics to figure out what's wrong with the team. They can't score, and Vinny was a terrific run producer, but it ain't like he had a 950 OPS and all the. This is not. Clearly, he was an important player. One of the heart and soul players of the team, but come on now. Wake up. 7 in a row. You can't score. Figure it out. Lugo back to the mound against Cleveland before they got 3 against Minnesota. Now, as you alluded to earlier, here's the crazy thing. Here's the wild thing. Randy Jazirli tweeted something out that puts things in perspective last night. The Royals have lost 7 games in a row, and their wild card lead has dropped from 6.5 games to 4.5. So in this losing streak, they've only lost 2 games of their lead. Remember, it peaked at 6.5. Now it's 4.5. The 7-game losing streak has pushed their playoff odds from 91.8% to 75%. And as he writes, the AL wildcard race has presented an incredible gift to the Royals. Now they just need to accept it. You don't have to do much to win this wild card spot. I mean, my God. You've lost 7 in a row and you've only lost 2 games out of your lead. Win a game. I don't even know what else I'm asking. Just win a game. Hit the ball. Run the bases. And Lardass telling them what to do. Look, what else do you want me to say? Anyone that has eyeballs, and some people without, can no. You got to score. I mean, I get it. Vinny was a tough loss. We all feel terrible. It was a gut punch. But there was 8 other guys that didn't get hurt in the lineup. Score. Do something. Bobby Wood Jr., Salvi, and anybody. I don't care. Anyone. It's a professional baseball lineup that can't score more than 2 runs. And in this streak, there have been at least a few starting pitching performances that were good enough to win, and they just wasted them. Hell, Lugo's last start was what the hell did he do wrong? Okay, so there. You gotta win. I don't know what else. I got nothing fancy to say. Just score runs, win, end the losing streak. Boston they're not cooperating. I'm telling you, the team that is pushing is Detroit. Boston's just watching everything slip through their fingers. They're in trouble. But the reason why Detroit can be considered dangerous is because it seemed like their season was left for dead. Like, Boston is disappointed that they're 4.5 out of the wild card and that they haven't capitalized on the Royals' losing streak. Detroit is excited as hell to be 4.5 games out of the wild card because we weren't talking about them for the past month. Now we have to because they're tied with Boston. We keep saying Boston's 4.5 out. Well, Detroit's 4.5 out. In their last 10, they're 7-3. I know they're coming off a loss, but still, that's the team that's made up games. In the last 10 games, they've made up 4 games on the Royals. But listen to the wild card teams, Jake. The Yankees now are a wild card team. In the last 10 games, Yankees 4-6, Minnesota 4-6, Royals 3-7, Red Sox 3-7, Seattle 4-6, Tampa 4-6, Detroit 7-3. That's the only team that's contending for an AL wildcard spot that has a winning record in their last 10 games. Which, number one, raises the question. I don't want to raise it now because I like it, but do we need a third wildcard team? Is this really proving that point? Like, hey, got to get this third wildcard team in there. They're playing their way into it. The only team that's playing their way into anything is Detroit. And it's all we have to find out is, was their hold too deep for them to dig themselves out of? At least they're playing the right way, right? No one else is. Who else is? So thankfully, the only team that's taking advantage of the Royals' 7-game losing streak is Detroit. And they had a lot of ground to make up. But it's 4.5 games, and you better watch it because you have a 3-game series against them. And before that, you still got to face Minnesota, and you got to go to New York to face the Yankees. And so if you don't get your act together, they could be within 3 games when they have that series, and you think they'll be fired up for that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so
September 16th, they're in town. I mean, that's the most dangerous part about Detroit.
Chiefs! Chiefs!
One more sleep.
Chiefs.
I want to hear about the 5th pick. Who'd you get? I mean, honestly, I come in here and the biggest story in my mind is
I was satisfied
not
with the draft that I conducted with Phil St. For some reason, a shirtless Phil St. John. I go,
Yeah.
we'll put a shirt on.
That's hot. It's nice weather.
Everyone in the house knows you work out repeatedly. Youngster, go put your shirt on.
Enjoy it while you can, young man.
Here's a list of players I like. What? Okay, it's great. I let him have a couple of picks, and I got mad at him, but then we were fine.
So who went fifth?
I don't know. You tell me who should I be satisfied with the number 5 overall pick? It's not a PPR league. It's a redraft. It's not a dynasty.
I mean, there's no way that
I'm happy with it.
Bijan Robinson fell to you.
No.
Or Breece Hall.
No.
He was gone. And McCaffrey was gone.
No. I'd have taken any one of those 3 guys. Those are the only 3 running backs I would have taken at number 5 overall. That's it.
So you got Tyreek Hill.
I did.
Hey!
And I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you should be.
At that point, I didn't want Justin Jefferson.
Right.
So our Fab 5 was McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, Tyreek Hill, and CeeDee Lamb.
Yep, that's right.
And so I just said, whoever falls to us, that's who we take. There's no decision there.
Pass the exam.
Yeah, and then
A+.
Tyreek fell.
That's
Okay.
great.
Oh yeah,
That's great.
CBS Sports graded me an A. First time ever. They usually the computer model hates my draft. Like C-. You suck. You know.
Nothing like AI telling you suck.
We had a lot of players. I'm very happy with
Nice.
with the draft for the competitive pricks. They feel good. We feel good.
Yeah.
I'll see if you feel good. I took some sleepers that I wanted.
Good.
So. And I got Hollywood Brown like real late.
Nice
Almost you feel like people forgot about him.
Yeah.
Because it's like M. Brown in there. You forget it's Marquise. All right. Chiefs, tomorrow night. We've got some sound. We'll play later. Killer Travis Kelce. I always listen to Travis Kelce. I mean, Chiefs and Ravens tomorrow night.
He's a competitive prick.
Yeah. Today on the show, we're going to chat with Lisa and Terry Drake about how you can get involved in the upcoming Kansas City Zoo run.
One of my favorite runs in Kansas City.
We'll talk to Mike Boddicker about how you can get involved in the Kansas City Angry Man run.
Oh, boy. I made sure coffee was ready this morning.
He's all pissed off
Yeah.
being inducted into the Iowa Sports Hall of Fame.
That looked
I've
awesome,
never
though.
seen anyone more angry to be inducted into any type of Hall of Fame than Mike Boddicker.
It's about
You know,
right.
I was jacking with him about the early score. Iowa wasn't putting points up, so
Right.
that I couldn't help myself, but then they did. Buster Olney will join us from ESPN. See why he won't let the Royals win. Gary Barnett, the coach, will preview college football with us. Matt Derrick from ChiefsDigest.com will break down Chiefs and Ravens. Mike DePasquale with Mike's Got This, Mike's Got Picks.
And Joe Valerio at 8:30.
Joe Valerio and Matt Derrick?
Move Matt Derrick to 9.
Matt Derrick at 9.
Joe Valerio at 8:30.
This is what tripped me up here.
Yeah.
It's the old Matt Derrick.
Yeah.
So when I got to 8:30, it said Matt Derrick because it said Matt Derrick. I'm Anchorman. I'm Ron Burgundy. If I see something, I read it. So 8:30, Joe Valerio.
There you go.
9:05, Matt Derrick.
Yes, sir.
And we'll also talk to Bob Eibach.
Biggest get on the list. He's gonna let
I was going to go, man, this is a big day for Matt Derrick. He's on at 8:30 and 9:05, but I just went with it.
had to move some things around.
Yeah, you did. I bet you did.
Joe
Good.
Valerio had a meeting. Now he's
For
at
the people
8:30.
that have been asking, I saw someone tweet that last night. Joe Valerio will be joining us throughout the football season.
Absolutely.
We just don't know what day. We're still,
Our schedules are all in flux.
yeah.
His schedule has changed. He has some different things going on.
Yeah.
So he's traveling a little more.
Don't we all?
Yeah, right?
All right. There.
There it is. Big day. Full day. One more sleep. Chiefs and Ravens tomorrow. It's here.
Are you going out there?
No.
I'm getting out there at 4.
I say that now, but I'm
I'm-
not planning on
I'll
it.
be working with Leibs and working locker room afterwards, but I've decided I'm getting out there early.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out there before, I just
No need
not
for
that
any,
it won't be crowded then, but I'm just
no need for any added stress.
No.
Get situated.
yeah. I'm going to get out there before any type of,
Yeah.
rush hour after work,
The
whatever.
best way to do it.
And just roll in. I'd rather be in the press box
Yep.
3 hours before kickoff.
That's how I was even for the preseason games. I know there's a lot less people going out there for the preseason, but it's just
And like for me, I can jack with Lebo and Pete Sweeney for
Yeah.
3 straight hours
and the Chiefs,
until they're good and tired of me before kickoff.
Chiefs are gracious hosts. They always make it very comfortable in the press box.
I'm going to ask Brad G if there's a cot or any type of something where I can lay down. What do you think if I ask
A
him?
huge pillow for your
Hey.
huge head.
Can I go in the Hunt apartment
I
and just
don't think-
lay down
Yeah, I don't think so.
for just an hour and I'll be out of there well before the pregame festivities?
I don't think so.
I just want somewhere to shut my eyes. Do you think they'd let me go somewhere though, just to shut my eyes for about 45 minutes? Rest
Maybe.
my eyes.
Maybe.
There's places to lay down.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Whatever. All right, let's take a break. Go Royals. Go Chiefs. All of it. Oh, we'll be right back after this on WHB. Welcome back to New Day with SSJ. And how about this? We talk about this every year because we love it. And now it's September 4th today, and I just can't believe how fast time's going by. And the Zoo Run is right around the corner, Saturday, September 21st. It's the run for the Sea Lions, the Kansas City Zoo Run, a 4-mile and 1-mile run through the zoo with collectible finisher medals. The 4-mile walk and run is at 8:30 a.m., and the 1-mile walk and run is at 9:45 a.m. You can go to kansascityzoorun.org for more information, and it's always a treat to talk about the Zoo Run with our friends Lisa and Terry Drake who are here. Lisa, Terry, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
And good morning, Stephen.
And so I know that I saw a couple of emails pass through my inbox that spots are filling up very fast.
They are.
And so if you're hearing this and you're thinking, well, that's something I might like to do, don't think about it for too much longer, right? And so tell people what they need to do if they want to sign up. And I kind of went over it briefly, but everything that's involved with the upcoming Kansas City Zoo Run on Saturday, September 21st.
Well, we are quite excited to enter into our 21st year of the Kansas City Zoo Run and focusing on the sea lions. The habitat was just remodeled, and so we're quite excited about that. And you have to go to kansascityzoorun.org to sign up, and we're getting close to the sellout here pretty quick. It's a little early this year.
And show you've got the medals you can show right to our camera right here. Jake, if you want to zoom in on the sea lion medals, you'll get that for participating. And that's obviously a very fun prize, a very fun medal to get that you or the kids will love for the 1 mile or the 4 mile. So what else is going on out there? I know it's always a lot of fun, extracurricular activities out there besides the actual run or walk itself.
Well, we are going to have a post-race expo, which we always enjoy, and we have DJ Joe coming out, so it'll be super fun, and some vendors and the Running Well store, and we're going to have some great fun. And the KC crew will be coming out, so some games, and then you get to go back into the zoo for the rest of the day with your entry, which is super fun.
Yeah, that's a big deal. If you want to go out there with your family, then you can go after the run and go back into the zoo and spend the day at one of the best places in Kansas City. And you mentioned the Running Well store.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone there because my daughter is Terry. She's all in track and field.
Turning into a track star.
That's right, with the long jump and everything else. So I've become a big high school track and field fan. And so Saucony, they're going to be out there. And everyone asks me when they see my shoes, "What are those? Where did you get those?" And so what are the last shoes that you brought me to wear in hopes that I won't fall down?
Last pair
The truth.
The last pair of shoes I brought you was the Hurricane.
Right.
So they're brand new this year, and just a shoe that's taken off for us. And so we've had a great year. Saucony has had a great year and kind of turning the corner a little bit, and we're excited.
Best running shoes in the business.
Yeah, and if you see me in an event, there's 90% that I'm wearing my Sauconys because they are the most comfortable shoe. And like for me too, anyone that's had like lower back issues or had issues with their ankles or the knees or anything else, there's not a better shoe than Saucony. Every picture I take, you see
There you go.
my blues
Awesome.
right there, because those are my shoes that go on my pious gear when I go there. Now those are the ones that people ask me about. No,
Those are the Kinvara Pro,
right.
and that has the carbon fiber plate in it. So kind of help you with your little spring in your step.
See, yeah, and that's what I need usually in the afternoon. Jake wants to say something.
I'm the
now.
Endorphin Pro guy. I love those. I
Yeah.
mean, that's all I run in now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's I'm a daily runner, and I won't run in anything else.
Yeah, look awesome.
He
Yeah,
refuses to. He
do.
won't run in anything else.
I probably haven't run in a different shoe, probably since you guys have been coming in here about 8. You introduced me to Saucony about 8 or 9 years ago.
I probably need to get you a new pair, don't I?
I won't say no.
There you go.
Been putting miles on them.
All right.
All right.
Good.
And so, where's the best place to get any of those Saucony shoes that we're talking about?
Get them at the Running Well store. They will have all of those above mentioned shoes in their store.
For real, because there's people, around my age, a lot of people deal with lower back issues and back issues, or if you've had bad ankles or anything else, or I cannot give a higher endorsement because they've helped me, especially after I had the back surgery.
Yeah, I remember
and you'd be
that.
surprised how much when you got that cushion and you got that spring that helps you. And so I love Sauconys, and I love the Kansas City Zoo Run and the Sea Lions. And so, what about? Are you good on volunteers? If anyone wants to volunteer,
I'm glad you brought that up because we
Yes.
do need some more volunteers, especially at the aid stations that pass out the water in the noon.
Yeah.
So,
And I think the volunteers too. We're really going to need them this year because the course is going to be down in Africa. There's so much construction going on that we're going to need those volunteers, so they're going to be able to tell the runners where to go because it's going to get dicey down in Africa this year.
that could be that could be a problem
Yes,
if the
it
runners
can
don't know
with
where to go.
Yes.
You know?
KansasCityZooRun.org to register for volunteers.
Yes, exactly.
yes.
Look at this guy come in there with facts and
There you
figures.
go.
I love it. But what else? So is that the easiest way just to sign up at KansasCityZooRun.org? What else? And you can also donate if you want.
Yes, so we're doing a whole fundraising. We raised nearly $40,000 last year, which was super great. It goes to Kansas City Zoo conservation efforts. So we're quite excited about that. So people can donate, or when they sign up, they can sign up to fundraise as well.
You
So
can
it's
sign
a big
up.
part of it.
Sign up for the in-person event. Sign up for the virtual option.
Yes, you can sign up for the virtual option. And then when you come out, we also are going to have Audi Shawnee Mission out there to bring some really cool cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so people can look at those. Be super fun.
You got all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah,
out
we
there,
do.
huh? All right.
And then we're going to have, just real quickly, the runners be on the lookout for, we're going to hide Saucony boxes throughout the zoo. And if they find one, they're going to get a
really?
free pair of shoes.
I was able. So, how many? Just keep throw a number out there. What do you
Probably
got?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. But so it'll be on the course.
It'll be on the course.
But you don't want people like jumping into the animal exhibit.
Yeah,
or
no, I
anything.
won't put them in with the animals.
Okay, but you'll. Will you see him, or do you got to kind of look a little bit tougher?
little of both.
It's gonna be
Little of
a
both.
fun little scavenger hunt.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
And you can end up with a free pair of Sauconys. Look for the Saucony box.
Yes.
All right, so tell people again, Lisa, coming up, just right around the corner.
I know.
Is there what's the cutoff? Or they shouldn't wait. They should just do it quickly.
Well, we're going
as
to be
soon as
selling
possible.
out, so pretty soon
You
they
better
need
do
to
it
get
next
on
couple
there.
of days.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely at KansasCityZooRun.org.
And what else do they get when they sign up?
They get a really cool T-shirt from GoX, and this is not the one for this year, but it's going to be a really cool, cute one because we change the logo every year, so people collect them, which is kind of fun.
You'll get a custom designed featured Sea Lion T-shirt.
That's right.
You'll get a custom Sea Lion finisher's medal.
Yep.
You'll get a free race day entry into the zoo. So after the walk, whether you walk, and that's the other thing too. Don't be intimidated when you hear about
Right.
the race and the run. You can walk, right?
Exactly. We have
Absolutely.
lots of walkers.
You just walk, or if
Absolutely.
you want to bring your family and
Yep.
go out there, that's the best part of it. You want to bring your family,
Yep.
you go through the walk, and then afterwards you stay for the zoo.
And
right?
also, if somebody does the 4 mile and has their bib on, they can also go do the 1 mile with a child, or later.
You
So
could do it all.
Both. Yeah.
You could do it all. KansasCityZooRun.org. That's KansasCityZooRun.org. And when you're out on the course, look for the Saucony boxes, and you can end up winning a free pair of Sauconys. And if you don't, just go out to the Running Well store.
That's
And
exactly right.
what are they always ask you, so give me all the models of the shoes, the ones that we talked about.
Well,
just,
we what I gave you last time was a Hurricane.
right.
We have the Triumph, the Guide, the Ride, and then the other shoe I gave you was the Kinvara Pro, and Jake's shoe is the Endorphin Pro.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that he loves it, and I
Race
love
shoes,
mine
baby.
too. So if you're looking for the most comfortable shoe, whether you're a runner or a walker, or you just want to feel good on your feet, Saucony, there's no better shoe. All right, Lisa, Terry, thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
you
Appreciate
by.
very
it.
much.
And
Thank
thank you for telling people about this great event. KansasCityZooRun.org. Do not wait. Sign up right now. And if you want to volunteer, it says volunteer here. You can be a volunteer if you want to as well. Can the volunteers stay for the zoo afterwards?
Yes, they can.
See?
Yep.
You volunteer, then you go to the zoo. How about that? KansasCityZooRun.org. We'll be right back after this on WHB. Welcome back to New Day with SSJ. You like listening to me talk to Lebo on it?
I love the break talk. Yes.
I'm not taking anything from him today. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you had Lebo on the phone in there, huh?
It wasn't pretty.
I believe it. I believe
It
it.
was not pretty. Yeah.
I'd like to jump in on that one.
Jake says I'm rubbing off on you. You're getting grumpy.
Oh, I'm you know what? I'm all business.
Yeah.
You know what?
You're a professional, I heard.
I'm like Eli.
You're a
hey,
professional.
I'm like Eli Drinkers. I stand on business.
Yeah.
All right. Do I? Do I? I'm making notes here. How you doing, Mike?
I'm great.
Royals aren't.
Yeah, not right now.
They lost 7 in a row.
You think? We just can't hit. Every time I look, I was gone up an hour. Every time I look, we were getting 2, 3 hits. You don't win. You don't win games when you get 2 and 3 hits.
What do they think of the Iowa offense? Nah.
Well, you texted me and says your boys aren't scoring. I says
I just said Iowa
I
needs
said
to score more points.
ask and you shall receive. That's what I put back
It
to
was
you.
a slow burn though. It was for a while.
Oh, and then
like,
it
what
just
are we
went bang,
watching?
bang, bang, 40-0.
What are we watching here?
It wasn't pretty that first half. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Look, usually you temper my enthusiasm. Talk us down from a ledge after losing 7 in a row. What do you have to say? Come on.
Don't panic.
All right.
Don't panic. No, you guys were talking about the Tigers, and I went through that in '82. We were 3 games behind the Brewers with 4 games left, and we won the first 3. So we were tied going to the last game of the season. That's why every game is important, and I keep harping all year long. Every game's important, and you can't give games away. That's the problem, and Tigers are hot, and I don't like the Yankee series at all. That's oof. But our pitchers,
you know
our
what?
pitchers are.
The Yankees aren't. They're not even first place anymore. They're a wild card too.
I still don't like playing
Well,
them.
maybe I do. I don't care.
No, you don't care.
No, you know what? I mean, they're not beating the teams they're playing. Might as well play the Yankees. Who cares? Maybe that'll snap them into reality.
Or snap the
I get
Yankees
it.
into
Listen
reality.
to me.
We're not scoring any runs, Steve.
Look, I love Vinny. And
I
it
do
was a
too.
gut
That
punch
hurt.
when they lost.
Oh,
him.
that was terrible.
But at some point, you got okay.
The other guy's got to step up. I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If you're going to win, you're going to have some people get hurt during the course of the year.
What does every coach and
Somebody's got to
manager
step up.
in every sport say? Next man up.
Next man up.
It's not like it's okay. Now you can't play with the first baseman. You get to replace him.
Yeah.
You know, they went and got my guy Tommy Pham, and look, Tommy Pham. I'm sorry, maybe we don't need him running the bases, but he's there. They got Gurriel, but he tight hamstring for a 40-year-old.
Does that mess up the chemistry at all though when you're bringing guys in like that this late? I mean, if they're pros, those guys are both pros. I mean, they're vets.
That's okay. You're trying to win.
Right.
You're doing it out of necessity.
Right. Yeah.
This is a business. This is about winning. So whatever you can do to help
Tell
this
him.
team win,
Tell this guy.
yeah, you got to do it.
This guy has no idea.
You're this close. It's just,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you for setting him straight for once.
I tell you what, it's just our starters have been doing good enough, man. We just got to score some runs. And
Well, yes.
okay, Steve, the last time I was in here,
What?
we were actually a game ahead.
I don't want to talk about that.
And now a week later, now we're 5.5
No,
down.
they were a few innings away from
Right.
tying and being ahead.
So all that can happen in 1 week. So relax. We got more than 1 week left.
But there's
And we got a 4.5 game lead in the wild card. Relax.
oh yeah, but I'm just talking about they were innings away.
I know.
From
Oh,
first
you don't have to
place
tell
in the
me.
Central.
That was a
Now
week
they're-
ago. I was in
now
here.
they're 5.5 out.
Yeah. It happens.
But nobody, the only team,
Tigers.
the only contending team as far as the wild card teams that have a winning record in their last 10 are the Tigers. Everyone else is below 500. So everyone else
Mm-hmm.
has failed to capitalize on the Royals' losing streak. except Detroit. Now Detroit 4.5 now, and if you consider they do have a 3-game series
Series
with the Royals,
oh, yeah.
they're a factor now.
They are a factor.
They've
There's-
at least
yep.
played their way into the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they tied Boston,
Yep.
and so
Yep.
you know,
A lot can happen in a couple weeks.
you're telling me. You know, it's Red Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Byers.
I'm
Mike
excited.
Byers
I can't wait for
joins
the
us.
game.
And where are we at, Jake? Where's the location?
I think they're over there off Shawn Mission Parkway.
Okay.
So
We are now joined by Chairman and CEO of your Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt. Clark, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, and it's great to be on with you guys this morning.
So where are you at, out and about in the city on this fine Red Wednesday?
I'm at the McDonald's on Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Oh, wow. And so and this is always so great because you know, for people that don't know, Red Friday and Red Wednesday benefits the Ronald McDonald House Charities, and I know the Chiefs have helped raise millions and millions of dollars for such a worthy cause. You know, and it's great to get everyone fired up for the game, but could you just tell people why this is so important to the Chiefs organization and for the community to raise all this money for the Ronald McDonald House Charities?
Yeah, you're exactly right. Red Wednesday, which is typically Red Friday, has become such a great tradition to kick off the NFL season, to kick off the Chiefs season every year. And some 33 years ago, my dad, in conjunction with the Redcoaters, had the idea that we could turn it into an opportunity to support local charities. For the past 11 years, the Ronald McDonald House has been the beneficiary of Red Wednesday, and collectively the community has raised over $5 million for them in that time frame. It's a great opportunity for the Chiefs and really the entire community to give back to an organization that does such great work like the Ronald McDonald House.
And boy, I'm looking at the opportunity to go out and get a flag that says back-to-back champions, and the Chiefs are going for a three-peat. I mean, that's something I thought I'd never see in my lifetime. How does that feel to say that the Chiefs are chasing a three-peat this year?
Yeah, well, the last 5 years has been a special time for the Chiefs Kingdom. The success that we've had under Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback, it's really been unprecedented, and we do have a very special opportunity this year to do something that no NFL team has ever done. We're going to embrace the challenge, but we know how hard it is, and the key to being successful will be focusing each week on the next opponent. And we've got a great Baltimore Ravens team coming in here tomorrow night.
You know, I know everyone focuses on Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce for good reason, but your organization is focused on signing some of the other very important players to long-term deals. Chris Jones last offseason, more recently Harrison Butker and Creed Humphrey. Can you just tell me about the importance of signing those very important players to put around Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce?
Yeah, I think it's really a credit to the job that Brett Veach has done in building the Chiefs roster. He's done such a great job of drafting, and I'm a firm believer that you build championship teams through the draft. And you're right, as great a player as Patrick Mahomes is, you've got to have great players around him. And we certainly have that in Kansas City. And you mentioned three of the players that we've signed this offseason who've been big contributors to our success over the last several years.
All right, Clark Hunt is our guest. Final question for you. We're going to see Arrowhead Stadium in all its glory tomorrow night. There's not a better stadium for football, and especially on a night like tomorrow night. But I know the stadium issue has been a hot topic. How quickly would you like to have some clarity about the future and the stadium issue as everything that's been going on as of late?
Well, having been through the stadium process before, I know you really can't put a timeline on it. But we are working very hard to create some opportunities for the future of the Chiefs in the metropolitan area. We're having great conversations on both sides of the state line, and those conversations are going to continue. And, you know, as soon as we have something to share with the community, we look forward to doing so.
Clark Hunt has been our guest. Clark, thank you so much for the time. And here's to beginning that chase for the three-peat tomorrow night.
Thanks very much. Great being on with you guys.
All right, that was Clark Hunt.
Uh-oh. Steve's up. Steve's ready to go. He's getting in a 3-point
Had a little bit-
stance.
no, I had a little bit
Oh,
of-
I thought you were getting in a
little
3-point
pull
stance.
in my back, so I had to stand
Okay.
up. That's good.
I thought you were getting ready to block. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like again. I mean, they're chasing a three-peat. I mean,
It's going to be tough because
wild.
No, 'cause I'm
everybody's
looking
got their
wild.
bullseye on the back. That's
'cause I'm looking.
Wild. That's where we're at.
And that, no,
Yeah.
it was just like a moment where I kind of like it almost took my breath away because I'm looking at the information and I'm saying, okay, let's talk about these awesome flags that people can go by. And I didn't just be honest. I had not seen the flag yet. And then I look at the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, have you seen it yet?
I actually have one.
Look at that beauty. What's that say?
Yeah.
Super Bowl champions back to back.
back. And they got number 15 on there too. That's nice.
Well, he's just standing next to him.
Well, I know that, but you got to
Love it.
put that number on there, man. Yeah.
But I mean, what else you want?
Repeat.
I mean, it's oh, they're gonna three-peat.
I'm excited.
Are you?
Never bet against Mahomes. Ever.
Tell Jake that.
Ever.
You never would you? Oh, yeah, he would sometimes, depending
It
on
just
the.
depends.
I
Point
mean,
Not.
you're going to lose money if you do that, Jake.
Well,
Are you prepared? Because you're
Depends on
going to
what the
talk to
number
Buster only next.
I can't wait. I love Buster.
You're talking to him. You're not going to sit there. And go, oh no, you.
No,
talk
I
to him.
love listening to him.
wants
Why
to-
He doesn't want to talk to me,
Yeah,
for
he
God's
does.
sake.
Yeah,
So,
No.
are you still all pissed off about everything they made you do up in Iowa?
That was a tough
The
weekend.
angriest induction ceremony.
I was tired. I was
I know you
very
were.
tired, but it was fun.
So I only jacked
was
you a
fun.
couple of times via text message.
Yeah.
You had a blast with Dan Gable.
Yeah.
This guy tried to wrestle Dan Gable off
Well,
the
no,
stage.
we were talking baseball. He's got two boys
You know?
playing up there, so yeah, he
That's
wanted to
pretty
talk
good.
baseball.
pretty good wrestling coach.
Not bad.
Pretty good, pal.
I've known Dan for a long time.
We'll be right back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Hello, Kansas City. Stephen St. John here, and I'd like to tell you about my friends at Kansas City Credit Union. I was just at Kansas City Credit Union yesterday at their North Oak location, making a loan payment while my daughter complained. So I don't know why I had to add that, but she was mad because she wanted to go get something to eat. We went afterwards, but I said, hey, I just need to make this payment real quick. It's very convenient. It's one of Kansas City Credit Union's 3 convenient locations. And so then she agreed. But also, I talked to her about opening a kid's savings account for as little as $25 with no monthly account fees, and it teaches kids about money and savings at an early age. You know, it helps kids learn to plan ahead and set goals and priorities for their money, provides a place for allowance, birthday money, etc., and they can watch it grow. Also, it gives them an opportunity to learn about different financial terms so they are more familiar as they get older. I wish somebody would have done that for me because around 22, 23 years old, I was a financial moron. And some would say I still am, Mike, if you look at my credit card bills, which my wife's not allowed to see. Because sometimes I just like to buy Elvis shirts, Canelo shirts, all kinds of fun stuff that they have online. How about that? Oh, look, they got a Rocky shirt. I should get that too. Sorry. Boy, I digress. But Kansas City Credit Union, if you are thinking about becoming a member, I'm a member. My son Richie's a member. If you work, worship, or reside in Jackson, Cass, or Clay County, Missouri, you're eligible for membership. So for more information, visit kansascitycreditunion.com/810sports. That's kansascitycreditunion.com/810sports.